I don't have any. I don't have. Up there we go.
Mic check 1-2, live for the junior varsity game right now. We'll be back live for the varsity contest a little bit later on.
Live from Pontiac Township High School on a Tuesday night, it's time for boys basketball here as St. Joe Ogden, the visitors, come a-calling with a 17-8 record, taking on the 18-5 Pontiac Indians as they continue their quest for a conference crown. As always, Indian basketball on the Iron Central Noy, part of the Casa Media High School Sports Network. Network sponsors include the Heller Stores, Beck's Hybrids, Miller Insurance Agency, Stoller International, Bob and Ringo's Grill and Smokehouse, Gibson Area Hospital and Health Services, Edelman Incorporated, the Bank of Pontiac, Brant, and Dave's Supermarket in Fairbury. In-game sponsors include the Bank of Pontiac, Graymont Co-op, Driscoll Motors, the State Bank of Graymont, Soul Cube, Kelly Electric, Joe's Tasty Treats, Joe's Station House Pizza of Pontiac, Gary's Cakes, Wright's Furniture, M&S Dairy, Joan Bullard Realty, Trajectory Energy Partners, Jim's Carpet Cleaning, the Oaks at River Edge Golf Course, Livingston County Chiropractic, Pontiac Family Eye Care, Heartland Community College, Greg Kurtenball, your State Farm agent, Pontiac RV, the Precision Planning PTI Farm in Pontiac, Bowman C, Andy Bowman, your DeKalb dealer, Durham Electric, OSS St. James Medical Center, DPI Plumbing, and Edgar's Filling Station. A pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome to the friendly confines here of Pontiac Township High School. A big week of conference basketball for the Pontiac Indians, as I mentioned, 18-5, undefeated. They and Tolono Unity on a collision course for the conference crown potentially on Friday night, but the Indians got to take care of business against a very good 17-8 squad, the Spartans out of St. Joe Ogden. Ben Meyer, as always, providing the pictures and sound. I'm Tim Scott, and Mark Meyer, the usual voice of the Indians, off this week. He'll be back next week, and capably filling in will be Jake Green, and we'll get to Jake here in a moment. But first things first, it's trivia time, as always. Edgar's Filling Station, $15 of great food. A reminder, if you won once, let somebody else win. Cannot be a repeat winner. And the question is this: the Indians had a tough ball game Friday night, but a big second half, and they defeated Prairie Central 66-60. And what guard was the leading scorer for the Indians? That's the question. The leading scorer for Pontiac in the Friday night win. And this guard shot, he had 21 points, 16 in the second half, and 4 of his 5 3-pointers were in the decisive second half as well. So give us that name. You'll win $15 of great food from Edgar's Filling Station. And let's do this. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Hopefully have a winner. We'll get Jake on board. And more of the pregame right here on the Iron Central Noy, part of the Casa Media High School Sports Network.
Are you searching for a solution to help fund your farm operation? Let the Bank of Pontiac Ag Team help you with a farm operating loan. At Bank of Pontiac, we offer operating loans with easy access to funds along with flexible loan maturities to meet your cash flow needs. We'll take the time to understand the needs of your farming operation and develop a loan program just for you. Bank of Pontiac, NMLS number 652300. Equal opportunity lender. Member FDIC. Loan subject to approval.
Remember, strong roots have strong yields, and if you want performance that counts, it starts with a legacy of superior results found with Bowman Seed, your local Legacy DeKalb and Asgrow dealer. Contact Andy Bowman with Bowman Seed today at 815-822-4777 for all of your seed needs.
Farmers at heart. At Beck's, that's who we are. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. Today, we're proud to serve a dedicated community of farmers in Illinois. To us, helping farmers succeed means so much more than just being a great seed supplier. Our family of employees and dealers are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. We love what we do. We are and will remain farmers at heart.
Stop into Pontiac's premier barbecue restaurant, Bob and Ringo's Grill and Smokehouse at 223 West Madison Street. Since 2021, we've been making delicious home-style items like ground steak burgers, hand-cut fries, smoked barbecue. We are happy to provide the community with a family-friendly restaurant and event center for parties and celebrations with exceptional catering services. Bob and Ringo's Grill and Smokehouse personally invites you to stop in for ribs, wings, pulled pork, salads, brisket, and more. Call 815-844-6565.
For over 70 years, Brandt has been helping growers achieve better results. They bring the very best seed, crop protection, and nutrient solutions to the farm. Through research and innovation, they help Central Illinois growers implement new practices and improve crop yield and quality. Brandt, professional agriculture. Visit brandt.co for more information.
All right, we're back here in the pregame. We're about 7 minutes away. Once again, we're still looking. I know we went on air a little bit early tonight, and 7 o'clock tip, and we'll probably be tipping around 7:08. I beg your pardon, 8 minutes till 7, maybe 5 till 7 when it's all said and done. Once again, I'm Tim Scott, and joining us right now is Jake Green. And before we get to Jake, once again, the trivia question is, who is the leading scorer for the Indians Friday night? He is a guard. And he shot 4 of 5 from downtown in the second half. He scored 16 of his 21 in the second half, was very instrumental in leading the Indians to that 6-point lead. Jake, welcome back. And
Timmy.
nice. Appreciate you filling in this week for Mark. And you got a honey of a week and calling a couple of games. Starts tonight with St. Joe Ogden.
Oh, I know it. Mark is down having himself a week, and I'm glad Mark's able to do that. And then I'm able to be up here with you, Tim. Like you mentioned, this week's slate for our games is amazing. Tonight, though, the big one to start off with. The Indians got to get a win coming out of tonight to maintain their win streak in the conference, Tim. And this is a tough St. Joe ball club. They came into the contest 17-8. They're 5-2 in the conference, and they had one heck of a ball game last Friday night with Tolono down there at Tolono's place. They went to overtime, and the final score of that ball game was 68-63 in overtime, where Tolono Unity was a winner. Tolono Unity on the road tonight at Illinois Valley Central. Illinois Valley Central beating St. Joe earlier this year. So you see a lot of things on both sides, Tim, where, okay, this team did this team did this. Well, you try and get an idea of where we match up, where we fall into the ball game, as we had a closer ball game with IVC coming out on top. Nonetheless, Tim, really excited for tonight and this week.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You looked at a couple of those scores, and there were a couple of head scratchers. One, and they're staying so close with Tolono Unity, and you wonder, well, did they have a great game? Tolono was off. Then they had a couple of clunkers, and it's like, how in the heck did they lose to them? But every coach, I think, says that this time of year. So what makes this is important, not only the conference rate, but seedings will come out this week. And this will be the last game before the seedings. And that's all done online. I think that's done tomorrow.
I believe they come out Thursday at noon, if I'm not mistaken. They will be public.
And the voting and everything goes into place, and it gets figured out tomorrow. So this game counts. It's huge. And we'll see how this one measures up. Once again, we're looking for an answer to the trivia question. And we'll ask it one more time. If not, we'll save it up. We'll get it there. But again, who was the leading scorer for the Indians on Friday night? And we might have...
We just had one come in, Tim.
Okay.
Ben and myself will take a look at that to verify when we go to break, though.
Yeah, well, let's do that. Let's go to break, and we'll come back after the 60-second timeout right here in the Iron Central Illinois part of the Castle Media High School Sports Network.
Stock up on super savings for the big game this week at Dave's Supermarket. Score great pricing on whole boneless ribeyes at $11.99 a pound. Slice-free chicken party wings are $1.99 a pound. And lots of matzo pizzas are 2 for $11. Plus, buy 5, save $5 instantly at the register on hundreds of participating items. Dave's Supermarket in Fairbury. Open Monday through Saturday. Family owned and operated, wowing customers since 1950.
Do you have a plumbing, heating, or cooling emergency? Give DPI Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling a call, and they'll be on the way. DPI is a licensed, local, family-owned and operated business, serving the plumbing and HVAC needs of Pontiac, Fairbury, Streator, and the surrounding Livingston County area. Their trained and certified technicians have the expertise necessary to help you. DPI is available 24 hours a day, every day of the year. Call 815-419-2040 or visit DPI Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, 900 North Ladd Street in Pontiac.
Here at Driscoll's Chevrolet GMC in Pontiac, we're all hoping spring is around the corner. So stop by now and see our sales team. Check out our great selection of Chevrolet, GMC, pre-owned, and certified vehicles that we have. We handpick our cars just for you. Call us and we'll have them warmed up and ready for you to test drive. Driscoll's at 601 South Newport Road in Pontiac.
All right, back here at PTHS, we have a winner for the Edinger's Filling Station, $15 of great food, and it was Diane
Vote Trost.
So Diane, congratulations. All you got to do is walk in there. We'll make sure we notify Edinger's, and you win $15 of great food. Thanks for playing as always, folks. The trivia is winding down as our season's winding down. We'll have another contest come Friday night down at Tolono Unity.
The answer, of course, Evan Wolf.
Oh, Evan Wolf, of course. How could I forget that? Evan, he was a bright spot. We finally, Prairie Central played great defense and kind of, was playing that matchup zone, and we needed somebody to step up from the outside, and that's exactly what Evan Wolf did, scoring 21 to lead the way. All right, before we go to our final timeout, Jake, St. Joe Ogden, I should say, Pontiac, and for the Indians, if there's ever a week for them to consistently play 4 quarters of basketball on the offensive end, certainly this week comes into play.
Well, I think no doubt about it, Tim. You look at Friday night with Prairie Central. You had a very good Prairie Central ball club come in here Friday night and kind of keep the Indians on their toes a little bit. And you gotta look at that. And there were some mistakes. We continue to see some of these little mistakes, Tim, that we thought maybe would clean up earlier in the year and be gone by now. They're kind of still there. Some of those turnovers and making those decisions with time of possession, quality of possession, so on, those really need to clean up this week because you are going to have 2 very, very good teams that will take advantage of that. And Tim, we're ready for the national anthem here in Pontiac.
All right, we'll take one more timeout. We'll come back with the opening lineups, the tip, and more right here on the Iron Central Illinois, part of the Casa Media High School Sports Network.
Here at Driscoll's, we're hoping spring is just around the corner, and our service team is waiting for spring sports to start. So why don't you take a minute now and call our team and get your vehicle ready for the fun ahead. Call us at 815-842-1143, send us an email, or stop out. We're here for you at Driscoll's on Newport Road in Pontiac.
Durham Electric is proud to be a supporter of Pontiac Township High School, the PTHS sports teams, and music department. They wish the Pontiac Indians great success this season, as Durham Electric begins their 46th year and is a third-generation family business. They understand the importance of hard work and dedication it takes to create a great team. Derek, John, Cody, Carla, and everyone at Durham Electric are excited for this season, and they wish the Pontiac Indians much success. Call Durham Electric for all your electrical needs. Durham Electric does it better electrically. And go Indians!
This is a special message from Edelman Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, Electric, and Solar. Right now, Edelman is offering a free air purifier valued at $950 with the purchase of a new HVAC system. Whether you need a new furnace, air conditioner, or both, now's the perfect time to upgrade your comfort and improve your home's air quality. Edelman's expert technicians install and service all makes and models, ensuring your home stays efficient, clean, and comfortable all year long. For peace of mind and professional results, call Edelman at 309-213-9644.
Pontiac Indian fans get filled up at Edinger's Filling Station, 423 West Madison Street in Pontiac. It's a casual dining restaurant with daily specials for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy everything from fried chicken and burgers to home-style favorites like pasta, hot beef, mac and cheese, Reubens, and more. Be on the lookout for their new dinner specials. Visit Edinger's Filling Station on Facebook to stay updated or call 815-419-2255. Go Pontiac from everyone at Edinger's Filling Station on Madison Street.
Tonight's matchup, first for the visiting Spartans from St. Joseph Ogden.
All right, back here, and get some starting lineups. Jake, take it away, my man, and let's hope About an hour and 15 minutes from now, the Orange or Blue will be celebrating another win.
It's been about a month since I've done some good PA, Tim. I don't know if I can match the legend Mark Meyer, but we're going to try. The starting five for St. Joseph Ogden is coming to the floor. We see number 1, Riker Lockhart. We also see number 30, Parker Fitch. Number 35, Caden Weedig. And we'll get to the rest of those Spartans as we get done with the Pontiac lineup. The lights go down in Pontiac. The orange and blue illuminates, and it's time for the starting five here for the Tribe. The junior Amazing King will be the first one to the tunnel for the Tribe. He's one of those guiding lights for Matt Starker and his coaching staff. The second man to follow him out, Ben Melchers. He wears number 5. We'll see number 1 and number 5 do quite a bit here this evening. Anderson Horning, the third gentleman to come out of the tunnel. Number 21 will be a big part of the starting 5, and you'll see another guard coming out with number 23, Caden Mashin. And then, of course, Tim, the big man, number 32. His brother's in attendance tonight as well, Mr. Aiden Brummel. It's a great sight to see in Pontiac. You can see it on your screen. All the kids lining the sideline from the south end to the north end, and all the players going through. Look at that. That is awesome, Tim, just to see the future of Pontiac Athletics here supporting for... Man, you love to see it. All the future of Pontiac Athletics here supporting our boys tonight.
The youngsters, no doubt about it.
Asher Prumer on the near side for the St. Joseph Spartans. And Nolan Franzen ready for the jump here for SJO.
Size-wise, St. Joe pretty comparable to us. Maybe an inch or two, but they don't have an aircraft carrier inside, and that bodes well for Pontiac. And we'll see how the matchups go as this game proceeds.
Again, St. Joseph Ogden 17-8 coming into this one. Pontiac 18-5. The difference, SJO 5-2 in the conference. Pontiac 7-0. Pontiac, the Tribe, looks to stay undefeated in a Illini Prairie Conference play. We'll see what happens here on a Tuesday night in Pontiac. Timmy, are you ready?
The official says let's go, and we are about ready to have our tip.
8 minutes on the clock. The jump is up, and it's good for the Tribe. Melchers will start with the rock as the Indians work to the north end. The Indians wearing those white and orange jerseys as Melchers takes to the rack on the left side quick. He's up, he's in, and he's good for 2. 2-zip your score here early. Just clicking in 15 seconds into this ball game. Full court pressure up now, Tim, from the Tribe.
First of all, that's a great start if you're an Indian with Melcher.
And just like that, Tim, not even a half a minute into this ball game, a 30-second timeout from St. Joseph Ogden. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back in 30 seconds from Pontiac. You're watching the Casson Media High School Sports Network.
Hi, it's Jerry Miller. Karen and I own Gems Carpet Cleaning Plus. We serve all of Livingston, McLean, and Ford counties and have been in business for more than 25 years with thousands of satisfied customers. We specialize in hard floor surface, tile, grout, upholstery, carpet, and emergency services. You can reach me 24/7 for your carpet cleaning needs or any other needs at 815-867-0404. That's 815-867-0404. Count on Gems Carpet Cleaning Plus of Pontiac.
Welcome back in to Pontiac Township High School as St. Joseph and Pontiac duke it out on a Tuesday night. A quick timeout just a few seconds into this one from SJO because the pressure too much from Pontiac. It's the first offensive possession now for St. Joseph as they look to swing it around. They're in the left corner here now, Tim. It'll be in the hands of Lockhart. He'll look down low to the big man. And it's up and it's in and good, Tim.
Yeah, it posted up. That's a pretty play right there. He got inside position.
Score all tied up at 2-all with 7 minutes clicking down here in the first quarter. Anderson Horning with the rock for Pontiac. He'll look on a floater shot, high left side glass. No good, it'll roll out of bounds and head back for SJO.
I think Horning got up in the air, and I thought he was going to pass, and then all of a sudden he had a big man in front of him. He had no choice. He banged it off the glass. It becomes a tough shot and a lost possession.
It'll be in the hands of Caden Weedig.
Man-to-man out of the Indians. No surprise there. That's their bread and butter.
Lockhart will go back to Weedig. Weedig looks down low to the Big man in number 12 up and off the glass, and he's good for Nolan Franzen, the 6'3 junior.
Well, Franzen's got the first 2 buckets, and keep an eye on that. Both shots in the paint and pretty easy looks.
4-2 your score. The drive for Mashing will draw the foul. We'll see who it'll fall on for St. Joseph. It'll be on number 30, Parker Fitch, the 6'3 senior for the Spartans. It'll end up, though, again for the ball for the Tribe in the hands of Ben Melchers. Melchers looks for the inbound, needs help. He'll find Caden Mashing as the count ticks down. Here with 20 to go on the shot clock, 6:25 left to go in quarter 1. Amazing Keaton there on the right side wing. He'll find Ben Melchers here to the left side near. Now to Anderson Horning. The offensive look starts to slow down a tad for the Indians. King on a quick 3 ball, and it's short. And a roll off of Ben Melchers there on the rebound try, Tim, and St. Joseph ball heading back to the south end.
That's great defense. St. Joe was playing a man-to-man, and just as tight as what Pontiac had played it, and forced a bad shot.
A quick throw along the sideline ends up in a defensive rebound for the Tribe. It's a quick transition for Pontiac. Mashing looks to go up, contested. It's no good, as now the Spartans look quickly back in transition to their own end. A little floater and fadeaway is up and good for Nolan Franzen. And right now it is Nolan Franzen versus the Tribe, Tim, as Franzen picks up his 6th here as it's 6-2. Make that 6-4 as Amazing King drives the right side baseline. He gets in and good for 2. Full court pressure up here from the Tribe.
Well, the quickness of King got him to the rack. Boy, they have missed 2 layups. We're fortunate only being down by 2 in the early going.
Left side look for Wettig, and he's up and good for 2. It's now 8-4. St. Joseph up over Pontiac. Something to know on the last try down, Tim, is I think St. Joseph was pretty good at breaking that full court pressure for the Tribe. We'll see a 3 ball from the right side corner from Anderson Horning. It's no good, and quick in transition is the Spartans.
We're getting beat down the floor. That's their 5th basket, and all within 6 feet. Everything in the paint, and it's a bad start defensively out of the Indian.
Nolan Franzen will get in for his 8th point of the night on the other end. We'll see Ben Melchers look to drive. He draws the contact, gets the foul. Foul's going to go on number 35, Caden Wettig.
Got a similar start to what we had in Prairie Central. All of a sudden, about halfway through that first quarter, the Indian defense finally picked it up a little bit.
The score right now, pending the bucket, 10-4. The first free throw is up, and it's good for Melchers. Make it 10-5. 5-point deficit here in Pontiac on a Tuesday. Again, the fight for the conference hopes stay alive for the Tribe. St. Joseph looks a knockoff Pontiac here. Again, St. Joseph and myself, Tim, on the other side of the traveled tonight as they travel up from that I-74 corridor.
Yeah, the majority of the conference, well documented, dotted around the Champaign-Urbana area.
Second free throw for Melchers is no good. It'll roll around and bounce to the right. It'll be in the hands of number 1, Riker Lightheart.
It's a reach in on Melcher. Nope. It's a little bit too aggressive.
You can see the call on the near side. Ben Meyer is in the building tonight. Mark Meyer is not, but Ben Meyer is. No relation, and it's spelled different. Riker Lockhart with a rock here for St. Joseph as they look to set up an offensive set. It's a quick down-low look, however, and
again,
Tim Franzen is just able to do whatever he wants down low, and he's able to work it and get in and good for another 2. He's got 10 of St. Joseph's 12.
And it's positioning, and we're just allowing them to go wherever they want to in the paint. That's a tough shot, great defense out of the Spartans.
The heavy pressure ends up in a no-good look for Pontiac and a quick transition down for St. Joseph. That's one thing tonight, Tim, we've seen from the Spartans. They have ran this ball quickly offensively. Some pressure on the near side ends up back in the hands of Franzen down low with Brummel as a guard. Needs help. He'll look to go back out to Lockhart here on the near side. It's a 1-to-1 matchup here as a dump-off coming from Franzen. A floater shot no good. A rebound from Ben Melchers. He'll outlet to Caden Mashing, and we go back the other end for the Tribe.
Franzen got pushed out. Better defense that trip down. Pushed him out of his comfort zone. Forced a little tougher shot in the paint.
The rock in the hands of Amazing King. He'll look for a contested long tray ball. And it's up, and it's in, and it's good. This thing's within 4 now. 12-8 your score. 3:22 clicking down in quarter 1. St. Joseph up over Pontiac.
King obviously very capable of knocking down those perimeter jumpers.
0 will look to drive. That's Tim Blackburn-Kelly. We've seen Blackburn-Kelly a number of times in St. Joe sports. It'll end up in the hands of Cody McKinney. McKinney will get in for his first 2 of the night and move St. Joseph Ogden up 14-8 over Pontiac.
That was offensive rebound and the lack of us picking it up. Get in there.
The contact heavily down low on the look from Melchers to Brummel. The foul's going to be on number 30, Parker Fitch. Fitch will pick up his second of the ball game so far, Tim, and Aiden Brummel will go to the line.
Better job, little slip screen there, floating to the lane. Melcher delivered the ball where it needed to be, and good head and shoulder fake, and trying to pick up a couple at the line is Aiden.
First shot is up and in and good. 15-8 your score. 2:55 to go in quarter 1.
I think that should be 14-9, but we'll double check. I think they put that point up for St. Joe. Because all I got is 2-point field goals for St. Joe. There we go.
And you're right, Tim. They did fix it down there. Roy Mankinson and Connie Rebholz getting everything all squared away.
Throwing us a curveball early.
Oh, Roy. All I got. 14-10. 4 points the differential here. Heavy pressure up. I like this full court pressure, Tim, from the Tribe.
There we go. Time out. Who?
Out of bounds. Oh. So Mashing does get possession for the Tribe. However, he'll be on that white boundary line here on the near side.
That was a very excellent trap there. St. Joe's very fortunate they didn't turn that over.
Back on the south end for the Spartans. They look to have their offensive set. Almost ticked away by King. It's swung around on the perimeter. Blackburn-Kelly for a tray ball on the right side, no good. Down low, it'll be Wedig. He looks to get the offensive board. He'll throw it out, and it looks like it did go off of Caden Mashing as we're staying on the south end.
Well, Mashing had weak side responsibility. Checked out Wedig, but Wedig used his size and strength to just kind of get in there, and Caden wasn't capable of securing that, so the possession continues.
Another down low look, heavy pressure from both sides there, Tim, and Wedig will get in for 2.
Caden Wedig just overpowered King.
Hey, you can see there on the near side. To the left, Ben Melchers looked for a drive. A block foul called. I did miss the number. Actually, it's going to be on number 14, Asher Premer. Premer, excuse me. Thank you, Ryan Kelly. Ryan Kelly, one of the best PA announcers ever. Always enjoyed a piggyback off Ryan, especially during the highlight tournament time.
Anderson Horning back in the lineup. Henry DeYoung's back in the lineup here for the first time.
Henry
off the bench. Yeah, we brought Brummel into play tonight, too.
May need to give Henry a jersey. Caden Mashing on the near side, that left side look. No good from the jumper just inside the free throw paint area. And after multiple tries, try again, Tim, and Mashing will pick up the foul.
Well, that looked pretty clean, but Caden certainly will take it. He was working hard inside, trying to get a shot, create a shot. And I can see 2 things right now, Franzen and Wedig inside. And that's the difference why St. Joe Ogden's up. And they are creating some big-time matchup problems. Speaking of which, Wedig is out, and Franzen's back in for him.
Well, Wedig picks up his second foul already of the contest, so St. Joe has 2 with 2. And Caden Mashing back at the line for his second free throw. It's up, it's good. 4-point the differential, and Tim, something to note as well with 1:52 to go in the quarter 1 is that St. Joe has put Pontiac in the bonus.
Yeah, I was just going to mention, we've been to the line 6 occasions already in this first period. That's a silly foul.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Tim. Actually, that was probably the best words to use for it. Amazing King, kind of a hack. Hack is the right word, I think.
Melcher had a foul near half court. King has now had a foul near half court. Guys, you can't be wasting those fouls because sometimes you might need them down the stretch.
It's some of those silly mistakes, Tim, that we'll talk about, I'm sure, as this ball game continues. Hopefully not, but we likely will. Here's Amazing King driving on the far side sideline. Evan Wolf on a
shot.
long three ball, and he's got it. Heavily contested. He's knocked down. Maybe needed a foul. Nonetheless, it's a one-point ball game, and the pressure's up from the Tribe. Look at this. Turned over. Here's mashing for the Tribe to take the lead off the glass, and he's got it. They're erupted in Pontiac here on a Tuesday evening. The pressure's up from the Tribe. Full court pressure. Knocked away by Anderson Horning. Another turnover up and off the glass, and an and one bucket for Horning. Wow, listen to the crowd, Tim.
What a
Holy.
sequence. What a sequence. And that's what this Indian defense can do. All started with an unbelievable three. A shot you wouldn't want to take, but Wolf knocks it down. And then back-to-back steals on the full court pressure. And right now, St. Joe Ogden's just trying to survive to the end of the first quarter.
The ball will roll out, and it will be Pontiac ball still. Want to mention, though, Riker Lockhart picks up his first foul there as Anderson Horning misses his opportunity for the three-point play. It's now an offensive set for the Tribe, and it'll be a three ball for Wolfie. No good. And rebounded defensively from the Spartans, and they go back to their own end, Tim.
Yeah, oh, good defense. Good defense out of Anderson Horning. There's a deflection and went off the hands of the Spartan.
Looked like Tyler Hess was the big man down there for St. Joe. It'll roll out of bounds with 47 clicking down. The shot clock at 30. Here again, so likely 2 possessions left in this quarter. Evan Wolfie, it's tipped on a long three ball. That's 2 misses and 3 attempts for Wolfie. Lockhart, an open three ball on the left side. It's no good. Evan Wolf with a rebound. Shot clock is off. 28 clicking down on the game clock. Here is Pontiac with what hopefully is the last shot, Tim. Would love to see it here.
Yeah, should hold it, and looks like they're going to attempt to hold it.
Would be great to control the momentum on that nice swing going into quarter 2. 13 clicking down. It's mashing as the play starts to develop. He'll take it to the right side. A long three ball from the pro line. No good as it knocks off the backside of the rim. Rebounded by Horning. Now to Wolfie. Three-pointer from the wing, and it's cashed in. Nothing but net for Evan Wolf. He's our trivia winner tonight, or the trivia answer, 22-16. And the Tribe has changed the pendulum. It's swinging for Pontiac as we come back. Again, you're watching the Casson Media High School Sports Network. We're live from Pontiac right after the break.
Gibson Area Hospital Elite Sport and Fitness, sport enhancement, personal training, and general fitness programs. Customized training programs designed by our certified training staff offer encouragement for crushing your fitness goals. Affordable memberships for all ages and fitness levels. Sign up for a wide variety of exciting fitness classes. Follow GAH Elite on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Locations in Gibson City, Paxton, Fairbury, and Cissna Park. Call 217-784-2045 for details.
Graymont Co-op is a proud supporter of the Pontiac Indians with 5 locations in Graymont, Rooks Creek, Cornell, Long Point, and Dana. We're here year-round with grain handling, marketing solutions, feed, agronomy, insurance, internet service, and a full line of Beck seed. Visit GraymontCoop.com to learn more. Best of luck this season, Indians. Your hometown team at Graymont Co-op is behind you from field to the finish.
Welcome back to the Tribe in Pontiac. I'm Jake Green alongside is Tim Scott and Ben Meyer here as we open up quarter number 2. Tim, quarter number 1 you thought maybe wasn't going well for the Tribe, and they completely changed around the atmosphere.
Well, that last sequence there, all set up because the offensive rebound, the kick out, and that's when threes usually are open, and Wolf connected on that one. And give credit to the Indian defense. They're in the midst of a 10-0 run. They were down 16-12. Now up 22-16.
In the last minute, Evan Wolf is 2 for 4 on his 3 balls, and they were both great momentum changers. Again, Pontiac has a lead 22-16 as the shot clock clicks down.
There's a steal.
Pressure's up from the Indian defense. It'll look in transition. However, Amazing King will look to drive. It's knocked away, and here comes the Spartans back again to their own end. It's an offensive.
That's a tough pass for King to catch in traffic. Melcher had to do that over again. Probably wouldn't deliver it at that spot.
7 minutes clicking down. A tray ball from the left side. That's going to be good for Cody McKinney. So McKinney gets in for a tray ball.
And that ends the 10-0 run. That was a much-needed hoop for the Spartans. And we turn it over again.
Another takeaway for the Spartans. And again, you can see the pendulum swing multiple ways here tonight. It'll be Joes with the rock in the right side corner. You can see it on your screen. Here's Aiden Brummel and Anderson Horning. Heavy pressure up. And a step out of bounds for number 20. That's Tyler Hess. Hess, the 6'2 junior from St. Joseph.
That is the third time we have trapped them and harassed them into either a timeout or this time a turnover.
Yeah, again, if you're just tuning in, the pressure from the Indian defense caused a timeout from St. Joseph's bench under 30 seconds into this ball game. The defensive pressure for the Tribe tonight, Tim, has been stellar. It's Melchers with the rock. He'll look to take it himself on the left side. It'll roll off the glass, and it'll take the faithful roll right into the bottom of the net. 24-19, your score, 6:13 clicking away here in quarter number 2.
At times it's been a little difficult for Ben to find rhythm into the offense tonight. Mr. Melchers is doing a gorgeous job of picking his spots. He's got 5 already.
Got to imagine this is a pair of brothers with Lane and Cody McKinney. They run the rock right now for the Spartans. It'll swing, ends up back down low
Gorgeous
for Franzen. A great look down low. He's up and he's good for 2. That'll be his 12th point of the night already of St. Joseph's 21. Amazing King draws the foul. He'll get the bucket and 1 good for Amazing King. We'll see who the foul will drop on. It'll be on number 14. That's Asher Bremer.
Well, Jake, and for everybody at home, however you're watching the ball game, first of all, Franzen had a gorgeous drop step and just got Henry DeYoung off balance. And he has been a thorn in the Indian side. But King goes down and matches up well, and he uses his strength to not even draw the personal and to convert to a 3-point play. Now, he goes out of the lineup, and I get it. You got to give a kid a breather once in a while, but, boy, you don't want him on the bench very long. You got to have him on the floor as much as possible.
The full court pressure, again, up from Pontiac. Here with 5:30 clicking away. Left to go in quarter 2. Heavy pressure on the near side. You see it from Melchers and Wolf. It'll end up in the hands of McKinney. Now to Blackburn Kelly. Heavy defensive pressure from the Tribe. Knocked away. We'll see Franzen fighting for it. And it'll roll out of bounds and go for the Tribe to the north side, Tim.
Well, Aiden Brummel did a honey of a job of keeping Franzen on his back, checking him out, and just to the point where Franzen couldn't save it. Boy, this game's rough. What game isn't anymore, but they are letting them play.
Evan Wolf with the rock now here for the Tribe. He'll give to Melchers. Now back to Wolfie. He'll look to drive in, and it's good. Look at that one, Tim. Tell you what, Evan Wolf has been a stellar part of the Indians' offense here as of late.
When you feel it, you feel it. And he took the ball to the rack. We got to reach it on Anderson Horning.
Good pressure, however, Tim, just a little bit too much. We'll see a sub check in. Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, a little too aggressive right there. I think for Horning, that might be his. Nope, that's just his first. So no one in foul difficulty on the Tribe side of things.
You'll see Ben Melchers come out and Amazing King into the lineup. 4:50 to go in quarter 2. Shot clock's at 28. Again, as St. Joseph started their offensive possession, they retain it with the time left on the shot clock. In the hands of Riker Lockhart. Lockhart here on the near side. He has heavy pressure from Wolf and King. They're on the ground fighting for it. Still possession for St. Joe. Here is Franzen now. He looks to kick out to Lane McKinney. However, it'll fall out of bounds, and I think it'll stay with St. Joseph, Tim.
Well, it was a double team, scrambling out of it. But the bottom line is the shot clock's at 8, and they have yet to attack on this possession. The defense have really picked it up for Pontiac.
The offensive set will start to roll for St. Joe. They have 3 to go on the shot clock, and I'm not sure they're aware of it. The shot clock will expire. A turnover for St. Joseph, and Tim, looking there on the face of Cody McKinney, I think he just didn't realize the shot clock was hitting to the goose egg.
Well, I know the shot clock is coming, though, whether you like it or not, starting next year.
Well,
in each and every game, but you got a defensive squad like the Indians, and Mashing just lost it out of bounds. We have had 2 or 3 unforced errors, and you cannot afford to have that this week, guys. It's as simple as that. or the little things. If you don't do the little things well, you usually go home a loser.
Something to note as well, the Illini Prairie Conference using the shot clock all year long, as Mark and Tim have noted, throughout our trials this year. Look at that, stolen away from Mashing. He's up, he's off, he's in, and he's good for 2 as the Indians extend this thing over 10.
Well, Caden says, I turned it over, I'm going to make up for it. He certainly did.
Heavy pressure from the Tribe. Here comes Mashing again. A nice layup, the turnover. 33-21. That time it's over 10. It'll be a timeout from the Spartans of St. Joseph. We'll be right back. Here, you're watching the Casa Media High School Sports Network live from Pontiac. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hi, this is State Farm Agent Greg Kurtenbaugh. Stop in and visit me and my team at any of our 3 locations, Gibson City, Fairbury, and now Pontiac. Stop in and see me at my new location right across from the Pontiac Post Office. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back into Pontiac Township High School. My name's Jake Green alongside Tim Scott and Ben Meyer. Mark Meyer is gone for the week. We appreciate you all tuned in here on the Eye on Central Illinois. Tim, tell you what a ball game.
Yeah, and that last sequence happened right in front of the scoring bench there. And first of all, it was Caden Mashing that came up with the steal after turning it over for a layup on his own. Then it was actually King that double-teamed and poked the ball away. Mashing was Johnny on the spot, picked it up, and back-to-back field goals. But the difference in this 12-point lead, ever since about the 5-minute mark of this first quarter, they were down 16-12. It has been all Pontiac, and it's all because of great defense.
We'll take a look at everyone tuned in at halftime. We aren't ignoring you. Just got one heck of a ball game here in Pontiac. A drive.
Oh, that's got to be over the back. Sure is. Another great box out by Brummel. Franzen's going to pick the foul up there, Jake.
Franzen picks up his first foul of the ball game. It'll end up in the hands of the Tribe. It's Amazing King with a guard from Blackburn Kelly, as he'll cross the timeline and bring the rock over for the Tribe. It's a right side drive. He'll look to the rack. It's no good on the defensive pressure. And it'll roll out of bounds off the Tribe and will go south for St. Joseph.
Well, tip of the cap that time to Blackburn Kelly. Defensively, if King had to do that over again, he would have pulled it back out. He just took it a little bit too deep, and Kelly had the position on him, and in essence forced up a bad shot and became a non-possession.
Something to note, Tim, I was talking to Henry Brummel before this contest, and I agree with him. He remembers a lot of the kids on the floor, this St. Joseph team. They are a very developed ball club, a lot of varsity experience for SJO here as they come into this ball game. 20 to go on the shot clock. It's Franzen down low with a guard of Aiden Brummel. He'll look on the floater shot, and it's good to the left side. And it'll be 33-23, a 10-point deficit for St. Joseph, the Tribe up here in Pontiac.
Tough pass inside.
It'll roll off the iron. However, King will grab his own rebound. The foul is called. That's going to be on number 2, Lane McKinney.
Yeah, you mentioned about their, their age and they're a veteran ball club. Remember, that was a few years ago, but they had. Oh, it's probably when Henry Brummel is senior year.
Ty Pence, I think.
Ty
is where you're going
Pence,
with that.
and he is playing for their starter for the ISU Redbirds in the Missouri Valley Conference. So
yeah, good 1/5 of that ball club down there in
There's
Bloomington.
an example of some of the. They've had quality athletes going through their school.
Aiden Brummel will take it to the rack. He's good for 2 on their drive. Brummel gets on the board for the first time here tonight.
Well, you know why that's possible? Because we spread them out, we can hit the threes, and there's just nobody inside with help defense, and Brummel beat him on the dribble. Nice move by Aiden.
Pressure's up near the logo from Caden Mashing, the Tribe. 20 to go on the shot clock. An offensive set here for the Spartans. They're looking to try and find their shot here, Timmy. And it'll end up in the hands of Lockhart here on the near side. Almost stolen away by King. Here's Amazing King on the slam dunk. He's down. King gets up in Pontiac tonight, Jimmy. 37-23. Raise the roof. Tim could do that 40 years ago.
Offensive foul. Listen to the crowd.
Wow.
Well, a couple games ago, in a game that the Indians were leading and won easily, King missed the dunk. I was wondering if he was going to go for it tonight. He did, and he didn't.
37-23. Nothing like Pontiac Township High School rocking on a Tuesday in February.
Lockhart's got 3 fouls for St. Joe Ogden.
Mashing on the tray ball just near the top of the key, no good. It'll be a defensive board for St. Joseph as they look back again to their own end. It'll end up in the hands of Franzen, now to Fitch. He'll look to drive the left side. Pressure from Brummel. Brummel straight up, Tim. I don't know what we see there from you. What do you think there on that one, Tim?
Well, I thought he created the contact, but the shooter more times than not will get the call. And I think that was not a bad call. What they did do is this. They go back to their bread and butter. And their bread and butter is pounding it inside. They got away from that a little bit, and give them credit. They're a good ball club. They're not just going to fall away and drive back with their tails between their legs.
A tray ball from King is good on the answer back. Something to note, the missed three-point play on the other side, and Pontiac runs quickly to get a three-point bucket. A backdoor look to Franzen off the glass and good. As Evan Tracy will inbound the ball for Pontiac and throws it into the second row of the bleachers. Does number 10.
Well, I don't like that, and I don't like the fact that we score down here in a three-point basket and we just don't get back defensively. Again, one of those little things. So you lose, you give up 2, and then you make a silly turnover. And there's just no excuse for that this time of year, period. I don't care who you are.
A 3-ball look from the left side wing is no good for McKinney. It'll be a rebound for Melchers. Now in the hands of King, as King will cross the timeline. He'll look to give to Evan Tracy. Tracy now looking.
That's an offensive foul on Henry Brummel, and that's a good call. You've got to be clean inside more times than not. Basketball is just called that way with these offensive picks, and you got to be set, and Henry just kind of ran over somebody, and an easy call.
DeYoung will pick up his first foul of the evening, 40-27 the score, with 44 clicking down here in the first half. Down low is Fitch. He's up, he's off the glass, and he's good for 2. 34 clicking down, just about a second between the game clock and the shot clock, Tim.
Hold for the final?
Well, in that case, it works out. A 3-ball for Melchers helps extend the lead for the Tribe with 20 clicking down. You like to see maybe the last shot there, but hey, Tim, it worked out.
Well, and I'll say this, Ben is feeling it tonight. He's got 8 points, so he made it. You give credit to it.
With 10 seconds clicking down before halftime, here's St. Joseph on what likely will be the last shot of the half. Down low is Fitch. He's got the roll. He's got the foul. Henry DeYoung will pick up number 2. And we'll see Fitch go to the line for 2 here with 1.9 to go in the first half. It's neon night, Tim.
I will say this. All of a sudden, now St. Joe Ogden has gone back to what they did well. I just talked about it a minute ago, and that's pounding it inside. And all of a sudden, our defense has become porous again in the last minute and a half, 2 minutes. I think Coach Starker might be talking about the wraparound elbow and this, that, and the other, but they have schooled us inside.
Fitch is good on number 2. Here's Evan Tracy for a last-second shot. No good to the right side of the glass, and halftime falls in P-Town. 43-31 is your score. 10 minutes on the clock. We're going to step away for a halftime break, and when we come back, Tim Scott with the halftime coverage. Again, you're watching the Casa Media High School Sports Network live from Pontiac Township High School.
While the players get a break, rest assured the team at Heller Stores are continuing to work around the clock for you. At Heller Ford and Heller Chevrolet GMC in El Paso and Heller Motors in Pontiac, their game is to find you the right vehicle at the right price. Their fully trained staff will be prepared to provide you with the best car buying experience. So while you wait for the action to return, check out HellerStores.com and begin your Heller experience that starts with great selection, great prices, and ends with great customer service. Heller Ford, Heller Chevrolet GMC, and Heller Motors. Shop online at HellerStores.com.
We at Joan Bullard Realty Inc. are very proud of our 25 years in business. We have very well-trained, intelligent, hardworking realtors in our office. We cover Livingston County and beyond, so whether you are listing or selling, we can meet all of your needs. If we are listing your home, we will always present you with a market analysis of the latest up-to-date sales in the area. If you are buying, we can help you every step of the way, find a lender that you're comfortable with, and explain all details that you need to know, along with the latest information on any grants or special programs out there for first-time home buyers. For all of our veterans that we love to work with, we have lenders that specialize in VA loans. Remember, experience counts, and we are proud of our professionalism and proven history in the real estate business. We will help you. Call us anytime, 815-998-1000.
Joe's Station House Pizzeria in Pontiac serves the original Joe's recipe pizza, and did you know we have the best Italian beef this side of Chicago? We prepare all products using only the finest ingredients when you order. Enjoy pizza, sandwiches, salads, wings, appetizers, beef rolls, and pasta. Plus, don't forget desserts from Carrie's Cakes, a custom order baker specializing in party desserts. Located at 721 West Washington Street inside the Old Depot, Joe's opens at 11 o'clock Monday through Friday and 4 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday.
Cool off with Joe's Tasty Treats inside the old train depot at Pontiac, serving delicious Caponari ice cream, tropical snow, and Carrie's Cakes desserts. Everyone is talking about the newest stop for shaved ice, hand-scooped ice cream, boba lemonade, and desserts at 721 West Washington Street. Treat yourself and your loved ones to a culinary experience like no other. Visit the Joe's Tasty Treats Facebook page to stay updated on promotions and events.
All right, we're at halftime here, and it's entertaining and exciting game. A game where St. Joe Ogden jumped out to, I think they had a largest lead of 8. They were up 16-12 midway through that first quarter, and all of a sudden the Indian defense picked it up another notch. And because of that Indian defense, they have extended their lead. They went on a 10-0 run, made it 22-16, and they've extended it up to 12 here at halftime. But still anybody's ball game, and I guarantee you St. Joe Ogden will have a run or two left in them. So we'll see how this one plays out. But so far, so good. The Indians up by 12. For St. Joe Ogden, 22 of their 31 points have come from 2 kids, and they've all been in the paint. On post-up moves, they are well skilled in that area, and they have been causing Pontiac a lot of problems. First of all, Franzen jumped off. He has 16. 10 of his 16 came in that first quarter. And then he picked up a couple more baskets, but he'd been quiet as of late. But his teammate in Fitch, Parker Fitch, he scored 6 off the bench. And it was his last 3 possessions on back-to-back-to-back, posting up inside and causing the Indian defense some problems. And what was a 14-point lead became a 12-point lead here at the end of the first half. For the Indians, balanced scoring. That's a great sign to see. 4 out of Aiden Brummel here at halftime, 2 from Horning. Caden Mashing with 8. Evan Wolf with 8. Ben Melchers with 8. And Amazing King with 13 to lead the way. And we haven't seen that. You got solid scoring. You potentially got 5 kids who are going to be in double figures for this all said and done. Bodes well for your opportunity to win here on a Tuesday night as they try to get to a conference title matchup. And in order for them to do that, they got to win here tonight, and then they'll take on Tolono Unity for all the marbles Friday night down there in Tolono.
Tim, real quick before we go back to break, I just want to touch in on everyone we have watching at home, trying to monitor this. Again, we also have one heck of a ball game in front of us, but many people tuned in tonight, and want to make one special look to our girls program. The Illini Prairie Conference champions, as they share a conference title with IVC, I do believe it is, for the first time in a very long time, the first time in the Illini Prairie Conference. I know multiple people tuned in tonight, and just a great season so far from the girls. I got to talk to Coach Brad Harmon on my way in tonight, and always nice to see Brad and talk about the girls program. they've done a great job, and just want to give them their recognition as we are able. And again, great job, girls, all season long so far. Again, the stuff on the floor is great as well. Halftime clicking down. Tim, I think we're going to step aside for another set of breaks, and we will be back here in Pontiac for the second half of action here. Again, you're watching the Castle Media High School Sports Network, and we'll be back here momentarily.
Kelly Electric of Pontiac says, "Go Indians," and congrats on another sports campaign. Kelly Electric proudly supports the community and activities such as Pontiac Township High School athletics. They work hard to get the job done right the first time at Kelly Electric, wiring Central Illinois for more than 40 years.
Satisfy your sweet tooth with Carrie's Cakes, a custom-order bakery specializing in party desserts. The baking happens at Joe's Station House in Pontiac, and pickup options are available in Pontiac and Streeter. Carrie's Cakes is located at 721 West Washington Street. To order, visit carriescakes.com. That's Carrie with a K.
Livingston County Chiropractic is happy to be serving Central Illinois for the past 23 years in Pontiac. They feel it's an honor and privilege to be able to provide the best care to their patients in order to build a healthier community. They give patients the tools and knowledge they need to make better health decisions for themselves and their families. Visit LivingstonCountyChiropractic.com or call 815-844-4631 because you care about your life, they care about your health. The team at M&S Dairy of Pontiac says, "Go Indians," and best of luck this sports season. The animals at M&S Dairy are happy and healthy, producing great products. M&S Dairy salutes our local students and athletes during another school year at Pontiac Township High School. Since 1949, Miller Insurance has been serving clients' insurance needs in Central Illinois. Working with many of the most reputable insurance carriers, Miller Insurance is your local source for home, auto, life, health, business, and farm insurance. With locations in Colfax, Gridley, and Bloomington, Miller Insurance is happy to serve you. Check them out at insurewithmiller.com or call 309-663-0104. Miller Insurance wishes the best of luck to the area high school teams this year.
One day you're sending your oldest off to college. The next you're relaxing into retirement. Soon you've got a yard full of grandkids. Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you in health. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. From managing a chronic condition to a familiar face at your checkup, your OSF PCP is there for every stage. Your life, our mission. Schedule an appointment today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Occasional aches and pains are just part of life. They usually vanish as quickly as they appear. But what about ailments that pop up and don't quickly go away? That's when it may be time to see your doctor, just in case. OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today at osfhealthcare.org/primary. OSF Healthcare, your life, our mission.
Welcome back to Pontiac, Illinois, here in Pontiac Township High School, in a matchup between the Pontiac Indians and the St. Joseph Ogden Spartans. I'm Jake Green alongside Tim Scott and Ben Meyer. Brian Adams fills the gym. Tim, 43-31 as we start half number 2.
Yeah, and a couple of scores. We understand 42-35 to Lona Unity on the road, at IVC leading by 7.
That's a halftime score.
Yep, and Prairie Central dominating Monticello 31-12. I don't know exactly where that one's at. That's got to be.
That's in the third quarter. And that's a surprising score.
Prairie Central is playing well.
Yes.
And don't be surprised if all of a sudden Prairie Central and Pontiac gets matched up in the same regional. And we'll know that by Thursday. Sometime in the afternoon Thursday, we should get word of that.
We will cover all of that Friday night at Salona.
And you mentioned also real quick, the girls winning the conference, Pontiac Lady Indians. They play their regional over at Prairie Central. They're the number 1 seed. They'll play the winner of a play-in game Valentine's Day and Saturday. The Indians play Monday, and then if they win, then they're favored to. They would play Friday for the regional championship. Yeah, on a Friday. while we're in Danville, if I read that right.
DeVille.
Yep, and it'd be against the winner of Prairie Central Monticello. So good luck to the Lady Indians as they start their quest next week.
As quickly into this one, Aiden Brummel looks for a three-point ball. It's no good on the front side of the iron. Here's Anderson Horning. And the shot clock will reset. I'm glad Matt Starker caught that one.
I guess that.
On the offensive rebound, it'll set back to 20.
Raise the rim, but we lose it anyway.
43-31, 7:15 to go in quarter three. My phone has said goodnight for the night. It has died. We will try and check in on the comments with Ben Meyer as this game allows. Again, we're not trying to ignore you. However, we got a ball game in front of us.
There's this post up again.
Franzen looks good defensive from the Pontiac Indians. Ball is out and goes back for the Tribe.
Well, that was better defense out of Aiden. It doesn't take much just to bump a post player out of the comfortable position in that paint. And he just got enough body into him without fouling. And then they couldn't corral the rebound.
Ben Melchers looks to the left side. It'll roll off, no good for number 5. 6:45 to go as St. Joseph comes back on the offensive. To the north end now as Fitch will look to drive. He's off the glass and good for 2. As this thing is back at 10, 43-33 in favor of Pontiac.
Parker Fitch has become a major problem for the Pontiac Indians.
Melchers will drive the baseline. They swing like a chandelier.
That's got to be a
three-point
foul.
hit for Amazing King. The 4-point play is on the horizon, Tim. Wow.
Well, I don't know how the ball went in because he got drilled. And I was wondering, and the official was right on it. All of a sudden, the ball was a high rainbower than normal, and nothing but the bottom of the net.
Yeah, I thought that one was going to end up short, Tim. The 4-point play is good for King. 47-33 your score with 6:24 to go.
King was 17 all of a sudden.
The Tribe will look to move to 19-5. The St. Joseph Spartans on the offensive. A 3-point look is good for Riker Lockhart. He'll get a 3-point bucket, his first 3 of the night for number 1.
Yeah, his first points of the night.
Mashing will drive to the left side. It's no good. Heavy defensive pressure from St. Joseph. It'll end up out of bounds off of the red and stay with P-Town.
That was a tough drive by that time by Caden. He really didn't have an angle. Now they're going to go in with the other post player.
Weddick, Caden Weddick.
Yeah, Weddick. They have Wedding, Fitch, and Franzen in there. They're going to go big. Let's see how the Indians respond when they play defense.
I think so far this year, Tim, it's been a little tough for the Indians to be able to work around pressure like that inside. We'll see how they do it tonight. 10 on the shot clock. King with a step-back 3 ball, and it's cashed in. The Bank of Pontiac has stayed open late tonight.
That step back, that's off St. Joe. Sure is. That's King again. That step back by King, if that goes in, that's you can't guard it. Most 2A players just can't guard that play. Sometimes it doesn't, but he's in rhythm tonight.
He'll look for more, and he drives, and he gets it. He's got it. Amazing King has 18 on the evening. St. Joseph now looks to get
make that 22.
Foul at the half-court area. You see it there on the near side.
Jake, he has 9 points already in this quarter, and we've only played less than 3 minutes.
So do you have King for 22?
22, yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
I trust your judgment.
There's no doubt. Sometimes they,
Old Roy, that's all I got. Brummel inbound. I can say it. I did a lot of time with Roy. I can say what I need. Anderson Horning with the rock there near the tournament logo. He'll look to drive. Needs help. He'll give to Caden Mashing. It'll roll, lip out, and Brummel tries to get there, but it'll end up in the hands of Weddick.
Largest lead of 16.
A bobble from St. Joseph ends up in a 3-ball from Weddick. 52-36. It's stolen again and turned over by the Tribe. Ends up in the hands of St. Joseph. An open 3-ball look. It's no good. Rebound by Franzen. Rummel's down low, and it'll end up in the hands of Horning as they battle through it near the baseline.
Bodies all over the place.
Anderson Horning, a Trey ball, and he's got it. Number 2-1 gets him for Trey. 55-39, 4:25 to go in quarter number 3. The atmosphere on a Tuesday in Pontiac, Tim, is electric.
Well, with Pontiac, if they're going to knock down threes, they're awfully hard to beat.
A 3 ball comes from St. Joseph off the hands of Parker Fitch. It'll be no good.
Nice
King
job.
looks to try.
Nice job by King to slow it down, and then we force up a shot. That was not a good possession right there.
That's one of those possessions, Tim, where I love King to pull it out.
Yeah.
I wish we'd take more time there.
We got to run it. And King knows that. And sometimes you get in the rhythm. It's totally understandable.
55-39. 3:40 to go here in quarter 3.
Nice defense. That's a tough entry pass from the outside there as they tried to find Fitch inside.
That came from Cody McKinney. Again, he looked to feed the big man down low, and Tim just a little too much. It'll roll out of bounds, and it'll be in the hands of the Tribe as Melchers crosses the timeline here. Number 5 on the near side. He'll look now left. Looks to mashing drive, jump shot inside on the right. It's no good.
Man, that's got to be
Heavy
a hold.
pressure down low.
That's frustration out of Franzen.
That'll be his second. 55-39.
Well, there's no doubt the team in white out there has certainly been the aggressor all night long so far.
Inbound to DeYoung, now to Horning. Horning has the rock, he'll look to drive in, kicks to DeYoung. DeYoung now will drive baseline, needs help.
Pass.
Has mashing, floater, good. It'll roll around, it tickles with the iron, but it'll fall for 23.
Gorgeous assist out of Henry DeYoung.
Pressure's up from Pontiac, and it's knocked away by Ben Melchers. It'll be St. Joseph ball.
I think Ben picks up his second.
And you can see something there, Tim, something to note. Ben Melchers after the play, I don't know if there was much talking going on, but I think he voiced his pressure with maybe a little extra after the whistle,
Right.
and I think Matt Starker sees that and says, let's
Just
cool
take
down
it,
for a second.
and give him a breather. He's worked hard out there. Ben's had a great ball game tonight.
57-39, 2:55 to go in quarter 3 as Wettig is down low. He fought for that one, Tim.
Hey, Anderson Horning could not do any more than that post defense. Sometimes you got to tip the hat.
Horning will have it near the top of the key. He looks down low for DeYoung. It's thankfully ends up where DeYoung has the possession. Pontiac forced to call a timeout. We'll take one too. You're watching the Pontiac Indians on the Castle Media High School Sports Network. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
How was school, Eva?
It's great. How's your car business, Grandpa?
It's great too. You know, it's kind of like going to school. We keep learning how to make buying, servicing, and owning a vehicle easier for our customers. That's our goal.
We learn about math.
Math is what we use to make the buying experience better. Buying a car doesn't have to be complicated.
Like algebra?
Exactly.
I'm sure glad you don't have to use algebra to sell your cars.
Me too, Eva. Peterson Chevrolet on Route 24 in Fairbury, or online at petersonchevy.com.
Together, let's drive.
Welcome back to Pontiac Township High School. I'm Jake Green alongside Tim Scott and Ben Meyer. Ben Meyer's a lifesaver too. Ben Meyer has a wireless phone charging pack in his bag. Tim.
There you go.
Horning on the inbound for the Tribe as we come back from the timeout with 2:35 to go in quarter 3. 57-41 the score. Amazing King with the rock for the Tribe. It'll be no good. It'll roll off the glass. DeYoung gets it
Good
back again.
hustle out of Henry DeYoung.
And Blackburn Kelly there defensively. However, it'll roll off of Evan Wolf as it gets knocked out of bounds and be for the Spartans.
And I get it, and it's not to be critical, but Wolf right there just seemed to get in a hurry and there was nowhere to go. Wish he would have pulled that back up and you run the possession, because Henry's just busting his butt to get that rebound, and we don't get another opportunity.
Great work from Henry DeYoung. And a foul called down low. Going to be on Amazing King. He picks up number 2.
I know he didn't think he fouled, but once in a while, you can't be picking the pocket, be clean each and every time. He is so quick with those hands.
Down low, the spin, the twirl. He's got 2 for number 30, Parker Fitch.
Well, Fitch just got way too easy of positioning.
Mashing on the drive, knocked away from St. Joseph. Knocked away by St. Joseph, rather. Mark Meyer, I know, is tuned in. Tyson Kramer's tuned in from North Central College. Tyson was in the house Friday night, Tim.
Yeah, got a chance to talk to him briefly. He's had a great career up there in North Central so far. We just lose the ball again.
Something to note as well, one of my old friends, I should say, Logan McCabe, who does some media stuff at the high school, takes great pictures. He hits committed to North Central for pole vaulting. So the Pontiac Township High School gentleman has committed for his education post-high school. So congratulations. I know he's been working hard on pole vaulting, takes amazing pictures, and does a great job. So kind of forgot about that one, but the North Central Talk brought it back. Congratulations, Logan McCabe. 57-43, 140 clicking down in quarter 3. Henry DeYoung on the steal for the Tribe. The offensive possession ends in a turnover for the Spartans. It's now King on the right side corner on the near side.
Boy, that was a great read. It's almost like a defensive back from Henry DeYoung reading that pass. Stepped right in front of it.
Ben Melchers with the rock on the left side wing. He'll look to Anderson Horning. Horning looked for the shot. He decides to drive. And a turnover from 2-1. And we'll see Aiden Brummel check in for Anderson Horning. Speaking of the Hornings, Missy Horning, of course, the trainer at Pontiac Township High School. Missy does a great job. Always everywhere watching her son, and of course, taking care of all the kids with that OSF partnership there. But of course, we get to see Eric Horning too with that. Blackburn Kelly with a 3 ball from the right side corner. It's long, and Melchers will grab it. Here comes the Tribe on their offensive look with a minute to go in quarter 3. Wolfie, 3 ball, and he's got it heavily contested from Weddick. And Tim, I don't know if our cameras picked it up or not. You could see Caden Weddick just shake his head and go, what else can I do?
I'll give credit to Wolf because that one was in rhythm. We had 3 out of 4 possessions ending in turnovers.
A backdoor look to Franzen is good for 2. 60-45 the score with 35 clicking down. Just about 2 seconds separate the game clock and the shot clock. If my math doesn't deceive me, maybe closer to 3 seconds.
I'll give St. Joe credit. They're trying to stay in this one, and they went right back to their man who scored at will inside, and that was Franzen posting up. What do we got, about a 3-second differential?
It'll be Ben Melchers looking with the rock. He'll give to Wolfie in the left side corner. 3 ball, no good. Rebounded, it'll end up in the hands of Franzen. He looks for a last-second shot. Blackburn Kelly and Melchers make heavy contact as they fight for the ball. I'm sure they've ran into each other in the gridiron a time before. The whistle blows. It'll go on Blackburn Kelly. Pontiac will get the possession.
Yeah, not a shooting foul. That was the 4th against St. Joe. They had 1 to give. I don't think he was trying to give it. I think it was just a collision, but we'll get a chance for a Hail Mary shot here.
Melchers inbound to King. King from half court and bounces almost in, but that'll do it for quarter 3. 60-45. The Tribe is up as they look to improve to 8-0 in the conference and 19-5 overall. We'll be back with the 4th and final here after the break. Again, you're watching the Casa Media High School Sports Network live from Pontiac Township High School.
In big cities, healthcare is business, but in small towns, it's personal. At Pontiac Family Eye Care, every one of our doctors grew up in a small town. Fairbury, Pontiac, Benton, Odell, and even Jackson, Kentucky. We know what it's like to care deeply about the place you live. We use big city tech to give you the best small town eye care. But vision and health isn't just about medicine and eyeglasses, it's about people. And people matter. Pontiac Family Eye Care, small town care from hometown hearts.
Pontiac RV is an independent, family-owned and operated RV dealer for over 40 years, with over 200 new and used RVs in more than 30 different brands, all in stock.
Everything under the sun, Pontiac RV.
Dave Priest.
Welcome back to Pontiac Township High School and the Casa Media High School Sports Network. I'm Jake Green alongside Tim Scott and Ben Meyer. Just over 100 people clicked in here tonight. Looks like we've dipped down right around again. the 90 mark. A lot of people tuned in tonight. Justin Freddie Allen's tuned in, Aiden Peacock, Tim Ackerman, and everyone tuned in. We thank you for watching Indian Hoops. Tim, the last one here in Pontiac, the fourth and final, as we start it.
Well, this comes down. Boy, that's got to be a charge. Sure is. You can't put your elbow out there, and Finch just ran right over Ben Melchers. That's good defense.
The St. Joseph fan section, as we have been included in tonight.
They thought it was flopping. And I think the only reason why that whistle was called because of that elbow that came out.
It was very defined.
Yeah, if the elbow didn't come out, I would agree that's a no call.
Again, 60-45 as we start quarter number 4 with 7:43 to go. The Tribe will look to go to 19-5 on the verge of another 20-win season here in P-Town. But again, still a quarter of ball game left to go as Wolfie with the rock on the left side, Tim.
Go. He got the corner.
Go ahead, Tim.
He got the corner and beat his defender. Evan with 13.
Franzen will look to Wettig. Wettig turning, swinging down low. He's got the foul. He'll get the and one bucket.
I'm glad we don't have to play these guys all the time, because sooner or later, if you score as much as you do in the paint for St. Joe Ogden, they're probably wondering, why aren't we more into this game down by 13? But it's been because Pontiac has knocked down 9 threes. That's part of the issue why Pontiac is in rhythm tonight offensively.
This is a great night for Pontiac basketball, Tim. So far, offensively, defensively, really, really good showing for P-Town. We'll look to try and get other scores that have implications on the Indians as this game continues. Ben Melchers with a long 3 ball. It's no good. The foul called down low. And it'll be on, I think, it'll be on Hayden Brummel.
Well, folks, you wonder if St. Joe's got one more run left in it. And sometimes a run starts because the home team that's up gets a little complacent. I thought our last 2 possessions, we just weren't attacking as much. I know I would preach to run clock, but at this point, you still want to run your offense, and you worry about that later in the quarter.
A quick run here, Tim, could be detrimental for the Indians.
Great defense out of King.
6:40 to go, 62-47 your score. It'll be Evan Wolf crossing the timeline with the rock. They spin it around, again looking for a quality look. I love to see this out of the Indians. We've seen this tonight, Tim, where we're not just completely going down and chucking up something. However, they're a turnover off the hands of King. Maybe miscommunication, maybe not. Nonetheless, it'll be St. Joseph Ogden ball.
Mashing's in, Wolf is out.
Go ahead, Tim.
Get a little more both ends of the court. A little more physicality with Caden in the lineup.
Triple digits tuned in online tonight. Again, shout out to the Illini Prairie Conference champions, the girls basketball team here for Pontiac. Great job, ladies, as they continue their season. We talked about them a little bit earlier. A 3-ball comes up for St. Joe, no good. It'll roll to the left side, end up back in the hands of King as the Tribe and King go a little quick here on this side. It'll be Caden Mashing with the rock to the right side. He'll crash it over to Aiden
Nice job
Brummel.
pulling it back out right here. He's still got 20 on the shot clock.
We've seen this lacking a little bit, Tim, in games past, where the Tribe just doesn't take quality possessions, and you have 35 in that shot clock.
I'll be honest with you. I've been very impressed with the Indians as far as most of their possessions tonight. There's been a couple. Nice move. There you go.
That's one of those, Tim. You wait for the great shot. Only 3 to go on the shot clock. You're on the clock down. I echo it. Great offensively.
Yeah, ran that to perfection. No doubt about it.
64-47. It's the Tribe up over SJO with 5:10 to go. The crowd is in it tonight. The atmosphere is large. It's Tribe Academy night. Great job from the Pontiac Indians to be able to get the community involved. Head coach Matt Starker had an autograph signing before this ball game. You love to see it. Wettig on a 3-point ball. It's long into the right side and no good for SJO. Anderson Horning checks in, Tim.
Well, we went small right there. Anderson Horning in, Brummel is out. Oh, Henry's still in. DeYoung is still in line up there, so we got one big.
Yeah, there he is. kind of hidden himself away. He's been in the ball game here for quite a minute. Oh, and some words after and a technical.
There we go.
Yeah, you can see that coming.
That's frustration. Franzen just picked up a technical. He plowed right through Melcher.
Well, Tim.
And then a magic word to him, and the official was right there and heard it. Not Melcher, but yeah, it was Melcher. It was a non-shooting affair, but we got a couple shots for the team.
Well, I believe so. Riker Lockhart picks up the first foul. The extracurriculars came from Franzen. If I do believe the signal correct, I believe Lockhart picked up the first foul from from some sort of contact, and Franzen. I can read lips fairly well, and
must have been the magical word. It wasn't a lot of words.
I think it was a couple magical words, and well, some vocabulary words you can't say on the test, and those have ended up in a technical.
Well, that's their largest lead of 19, and all of a sudden the kids in the maroon uniforms, they look a little dejected, and you wonder if they've kind of given up a little bit here.
It's a long road trip up to Central Illinois, a 3-ball from Melchers. They look to send it even farther into a good night's sleep. I tell you what a ball game from Pontiac tonight.
Well, what a ball game from Ben Melcher. He's been in rhythm offensively. It's been a while.
Multiple double-digit scorers. Again, we'll talk about it all in the post game. A 3-ball from Joe's is no good. That'll come off the hands of Tyler Hess. Melcher looks to go quick. It'll roll out of bounds off of Riker Lockhart. Aiden Brummel will check back in. 110 folks tuned in on Facebook. We thank you all for watching the Casamedia High School Sports Network.
Pontiac's got 4 kids in double figures.
53-35, Prairie Central leading Monticello in the fourth quarter. Hey, I first got to tell you, I'm not a Prairie Central fan, but a good nod to the Hawks. They've really gotten their program back together here as of late, Tim, and they're taking the business to the Sages there in Fairbury tonight on a back-to-back game.
Oh, what a move by Brummel.
Brummel gets in. He picks up his 5th points of the night. We'll try and find a Tolono score if we can get one. Very interested to see how that ball game's going over in Chillicothe. Another 3-ball look from the left side for Hess. It's no good. Here's Mashing with the rock. Again, Tim, you can kind of see it, I feel like, from St. Joseph. You kind of mentioned it. I think they're starting to get to that point in the game where maybe the sands start to run out of the hourglass, and I think they might know it.
Yeah, I think the air is out of the balloon. There's no doubt about it. Indians are right now running them right out of the gym.
And that is number 5 for Riker Lockhart. That's his 5th. He'll have to come out of the ball game, and he will. There he is. Good effort from Lockhart tonight for the St. Joseph Spartans. However, he will take the
I think right now, St. Joe coaching staffs have seen enough. They just pulled their starters.
Derek Chandler tuned in tonight, says boys were flying around and putting on a show for the Upwards kids tonight again. Yes.
No doubt. You are correct, Derek.
The Tribe Academy, Smoke was in the building earlier, and Pontiac will do the same, Tim. Pontiac will move to 19-5. Durham Fenton checks in. Evan Tracy, Bryce Robinson, and Logan Mackinson for the Tribe. A foul called will look to get everyone from St. Joseph as well. Still on the floor is Lane McKinney. You see number 11, Finn Miller. Number 22 is not listed on our varsity sheet, so we apologize for that, but do not see number 22.
Logan Mackinson picked up that foul, his first.
Tim Blackburn Kelly is in the ball game. And number 10, Trey Diven. 3:10 clicking down. It'll be a likely shootout in Tolono. If Tolono has a lead over in Chillicothe, we'll try and, again, find a score to see those implications. As the benches have gotten involved in this one, Tim, and nothing more beautiful than a great night in Pontiac on a Tuesday with great hardwood and hoops. Mashing in for the Tribe still as he looks to help run the rock. Robinson will take it to the right side of the rack. He gets in for 2. Barbara Imke tuned in as well tonight. Again, Really haven't been monitoring the Facebook feeds as heavy as maybe Mark does, but we appreciate everyone tuned in tonight, and we are very grateful for your support. Blackburn Kelly will take the ball to the rack. It's no good. Our number 22 Mysterious Man. I don't know if you caught that too. I think Ryder Van Meenen is what Ryan Kelly said, so Ryder Van Meenen will go with for number 22. He gets in for 2 here in this one. It's McKinney to the left side. It'll be no good. It'll roll off the iron. They battle for it down low, and we'll see a jump ball maybe.
I think it's Indian ball.
Okay. I was waiting the call from... Okay, yes. There was no signal, but here comes in another trio of Tribe members. Armani Luttrell checks in. Graham Wolf checks in. And Tim, our quarterback, A.J. DeLong, has checked into the ball game.
Everybody getting the opportunity. I'll be honest, I didn't know if I was going to see this particular thing in a blowout tonight. But Pontiac is, I said, it's time to pick it up and play 4 quarters in both ends of the court. And I tell you what, I don't know if they get an A+, but they certainly get an A or A- for their effort tonight. They have been outstanding, the kids in the white jerseys and the orange numbers.
I think Mark Myers probably going to text us both, Tim, and go, I told you. As we talked about this in a little trio matchup, and we're like, we're not sure how this game is really going to go.
Just based upon prior play, but tonight, and again, when you're stroking it from three-point land, and I think officially we ended up with 10 threes. That's what we had. That certainly goes a long ways.
73-51 with 1:40 clicking down. Durham Fenton with the rock. I know his dad Brandon in attendance tonight. Always enjoy seeing Brandon. Logan Mackinson on the drive. He loses the rock. However, he'll get it back. Graham Wolf will look to grab it, recover for the Tribe, and it'll roll off the shoes and out of bounds for P-Town.
Graham with a smile on his face there right in front of the student body.
That's what's nice to see, Tim. These guys that maybe don't get to play as much get in tonight, and they get to have some fun in Pontiac as Blackburn Kelly looks to take it to the rack, and the defensive pressure is there from the Tribe.
You know, St. Joe just, they got a good, solid inside game with their 3 bigs, but they just no guard play at all tonight, and it really was their undoing. They had no other answer. And defensively, they forced some tough threes. But again, when you're hot from the perimeter and you got more than one kid that's hot, that is awfully hard to contain.
With 55 clicking down, the Tribe in Pontiac. You love it, Tim. You get to this point in the ball game and the kids get to have fun on the floor. We get to have fun up here in the booth. The student body loves it. A great team win. Durham Fenton with the rock now as he spins and twirls down low in the paint. They give to A.J. DeLong. I know the crowd loves to see 2-2 inside. Here's Almani Luttrell. He's off the glass and no good. Rebound from St. Joe. A jump ball called. It'll go back to the north side for the Spartans.
I like how the officials, we didn't have that in the first game. Way too many whistles in that first game down the stretch when the game is over. But the officials will let them play. Obviously, this one has played its course, and Indians, very impressive win.
The Indians travel to Tolono on Friday night, Friday the 13th. We will be down in Tolono. I get to make the drive back tonight to Champaign for a 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. So all this talk.
Wednesday's a busy day for you at classes,
yes,
aren't they?
I am. From when I go in at 9:30, I don't stop till 6 p.m. tomorrow. Thankfully, an Indian win will make my drive back tonight a little sweeter.
There you go.
Tim and Ben will make the trip to Tolono on Friday, and likely, again, we don't know the score for sure from Chillicothe, but it's going to be a duke out for the conference title in Tolono. The final tonight, 73-51. Pontiac wins over St. Joseph Ogden. A great crowd, a great atmosphere, and a great win for the Tribe. We have a few more ads, and we come back with our post-game show as we wrap up from Pontiac here. Again, you're watching the Casa Media High School Sports Network. We'll be right back after the break for our post-game show here on the Eye on Central Illinois.
The Precision Planting Precision Technology Institute, or PTI farm at Pontiac, is the intersection of agronomy, technology, and equipment. The farm has over 125 research plots used to provide agronomic data, test agronomy principles, and trial new technologies in the industry while hosting events for farmers. Visit the farm just off of I-55 on the west side of town. Precision Planting salutes the students and athletes at Pontiac Township High School and is a proud supporter of local sports and the FFA. Help your teen or tween take their first step toward financial freedom with an early start checking from SoQ. They could show their team's spirit with a Pontiac Indians debit card handed to them the very same day. But that's not all. They have a whole suite of checking products that are sure to make the crowd go wild. Fresh start checkings for those getting back on their feet, senior checkings that come with 2 boxes of free checks per year, and high yield checking. Stop into any SoQ branch today and join the family. All checkings subject to credit approval. Federally insured by the NCUA. State Bank of Graymont understands the farming community, and they've been helping area farmers prosper since 1913. All the loan officers have been involved in the ag lending industry for many years, all with farm backgrounds. Stop by and visit with Scott Bachneck, Blair Barton, Paul Russo, Denny Stevens, Ashley Ralph, and now Evan Rich in Sonneman, and Nathan Winger in Pontiac. State Bank of Graymont offers operating lines of credits and loans for machinery, buildings and equipment, farm service agency loan programs, and farm real estate. Enjoy the bank's free regular checking, unlimited check writing, no monthly service charge, free internet banking, and the account access 24 service. See State Bank of Graymont at Graymont, Chenoa, Pontiac, and Sonneman, or visit the website sbofgray.com. Member FDIC.
All right, we're back here in the post game, and Matt Starker, the head coach of the Indians, kind enough to join us here real quick. Coach, we talked about your final 2 weeks into the postseason. It's time to play complete ball games both ends of the court. I assume you got to be awfully pleased. I thought the energy, the juice from about the 4-minute mark in the middle of that first quarter beyond, just outstanding, almost a complete game for the Indians.
Yeah, thank you for having me on here. I agree with you 100%, and it goes to yesterday's practice. There was just an aura about it, an energy, like they were ready to go for this week. I think we all know what we're doing and what we're playing for, so they came ready to go, and it translated into tonight.
As far as defensively, it's you guys had to work hard inside. They had a couple of post players and causing some damage, but you guys counteracted that with the double teams, the steals, the defensive intensity, and it just kind of overwhelmed them.
Yeah, we knew that they were going to look in the post. First half, it hurt us a little bit, and we made an adjustment at halftime, and Henry DeYoung played great defense on number 12.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Sure did. Coach, I also had you guys having 4 players in double figures, balanced scoring. Ben Melcher's a big night offensively.
Yeah, I think he's been getting a little frustrated with his shot. We coached him up a little bit and built him up. He had better confidence going into yesterday and playing inside out, knowing where he can be successful. And kudos to him. He came out tonight and played a really good game for us, and it's great. And his teammates can build off of it too, which is really great.
And as far as Amazing King is concerned, truly amazing tonight, and he's been steady for you for the most part offensively, and he certainly had moments where all of a sudden the game just exploded because of his defense into offense, and mashing was part of that mix as well.
I think those two both are constant. They come in every day, and it's consistent. I'm proud of their toughness. We challenge them a lot, those two, and they step up for us and provide the leadership.
Well, congratulations, and you can't play a conference title if you don't win on a Tuesday night. You did, and you got a great opportunity against a very good Tolona Unity club, and I'm sure you guys and the kids are looking forward to the challenge.
Oh, absolutely. Friday night's going to be a great one.
No doubt about it. And we'll see how your seeding goes. We'll find that out as well by the time we see you Friday and where that matches up and where you're going to have your postseason. But I know for the here and now, it's all Tolona Unity.
Yep, yeah. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Right there, Matt Starker, the head coach of the Pontiac Indians. Congrats to him. And real quick, Jake, before we wrap it up, again, I mentioned that balanced scoring for Pontiac. King with 24, 11 out of Melchers, 13 out of Evan Wolf off the bench. Cade Mashing with 11, 5 out of Horning, and Brummel with 6. Henry DeYoung did not score, but that does not even come close to what he provided, as you heard Matt Starker talk about it. And Franzen with 18, Fitch with 10, and Wittig with 11. but that was it. And for the Pontiac Indian defense, suffocating at times, offense explosive, 10 threes, all equals a 73-51 win.
Well, Tim, all I got is what a great team win. You love to see it. It's a Tuesday night in Pontiac. The atmosphere from the crowd was beautiful. You can see them still here in the gymnasium as they start to turn the lights off and prepare for a Wednesday school day tomorrow. We'll be back down in Tolono again. We don't know the score from Chillicothe. It was a close one. You have to presumably think that Tolono maybe wins over there. Well, we're not sure, but two undefeated teams, Tim, likely in Tolono on Friday night.
All right, Jake, we appreciate it. We're going to take one more time out. Jake, we will see you down there and enjoy the rest of your week at school. Have a good one tomorrow. Be safe, and you and I will get a chance along with Ben and see what we're made of on the road against one tough Rocket team. But thanks for tonight. It was fun.
Can't wait, Tim. Thank you very much. And everyone, we'll see you on Friday night.
All right, we're going to take one more time out, and we'll be back to wrap it up here from PTHS.
Stoller International has been serving the Central Illinois farming community since 1935. It continues to do so today with 5 locations. They are the dealership that service builds, providing Case IH, Kubota, JCB, Kinsey, Bobcats, Woods, McDon, and many other brand name pieces of equipment to their customers. Along with new equipment, they also offer a wide range of used high-quality equipment. All 5 of the locations offer a full-service parts and sales department. Stop in your local Stoller International store today to see how they can help you.
I'm Colleen Callahan with Trajectory Energy Partners, the leading Illinois-based community solar developer. Lease your land for solar and generate predictable income. Support your community and protect your land for the next generation. Trajectory Energy Partners will be on the ground with you from the very beginning, making the solar development process straightforward. Visit www.trajectoryenergy.com and start farming the sun today.
Kick off in the fall savings this year at Wright's Furniture with great bargains. They offer free delivery, free removal, as well as up to 12 months 0% interest with the Wright's Synchrony card. They always have store-wide savings, as Wright's price matches and aims to be the cheapest in the States, if they aren't already. Visit Wright's Quality Furniture, Flooring, and Appliances in downtown Pontiac, the Wright store for you.
All right, that'll do it here from the high school. Once again, your final 73-51, the Indians pulled away, and it was all Pontiac in the second half. They win their 19th game of the year, 19-5 overall. St. Joe's falls to 17-9, and we'll connect with Tolono Unity Friday night for all the marbles in the Illini Prairie Conference. Hope you enjoyed the ball game and the outcome. Once again, Indians winners by 22 points right here on the Iron Central Illinois, part of the Casa Media High School Sports Network.